I read this verse. It says, well, it's someone said, commented on the verse that's in Isaiah. Loving hearts abandon themselves to God's being without condition, without reserve, and without ulterior motive. Sometimes I go out and I feel like people has an ulterior motive. You see these people and they're not, they don't have a direct message, but you just see some type of, they're giving off the impression that they're attacking someone, or they're giving off that impression of mocking somebody else or mimicking somebody else, like making them seem like, you know, they are this way when they really aren't, you know. Oftentimes I'm put in a position where I got to defend myself because of so many rumors that's being spread, she's this, she's that, she's crazy, and now I have to defend myself in that way, because there's always people that's always spreading rumors, always saying stuff that doesn't need to be said, especially by strangers or people you really don't know. These people you don't know, but they know about you, so therefore they're constantly making you seem like you're something that you're not. Ulterior motives at a stranger, a complete stranger, a person that you just don't know, that just seems to have it out for you for no reason. And you don't know that reason, but they have their own little reason. And so it's like it's hard to, function. It's hard to even, go out and be yourself, because these people are constantly trying to attack you, constantly, you know. But I feel like this verse speaks on that, or this message, this person, this comment. A loving heart will abandon themselves to God's being, and without all of those things, without an ulterior motive or anything, they look past the judgment. They look past what's been said about this person, and they're just doing, they're just, acting in a way of just being themselves. I'm I'm here and I'm doing what I need to do, but at the same time, if it's not really impacting me as a being, or it's not really beneficial, outside of professional, the profession, it's not really beneficial to me outside of in my personal situation or my personal circumstances, then I'm looking out for me, period. So yeah, um, like I said, I've been dealing with this for a long time, and it's kind of stressing me out, because it's just like I know these people they're doing what they're doing because they feel some type of way. They got a hunch on their back, they got a grudge, they got this and that, and instead of, facing that person head on, or facing that person and just speaking their piece, they rather do all of these things that don't need to be done, just to, make themselves feel like, oh, I'm not the crazy one. Oh, I'm cool. I'm this, I'm what y'all see in this person is really actually in me, and that's a form of jealousy or envy. This person is envious towards this person, so they keep putting that person in that position, just so all eyes and all attention is drawn to that person rather than themselves. And then, like I said, I'm agitated, and I'm trying not to cuss right now, but I'm very aggravated with people that I know for a fact they are this way. Like, I can see right through you. I can go out here and do what I'm doing, but at the same time, I know what your intention is, and I know you are not good for, to be in a position of what you're doing. A lot of these people, professional wise, they out here in the stores, and they're customer service, and they're doing what they're doing. They're working, but at the same time, if you're doing it for, personal reasons, you're when you have an income, you're financially getting yourself together. So why is you focused on customers, bringing customers down? What is your focus? Is your focus here to do what you need to do, or is your focus, coming to work and seeing a customer and trying to envy this customer, trying to be in this customer's position, when really that's only going to pull you back into that position. Now, don't be surprised if you're the customer coming into the store that you used to work at, because you don't know how to be mature about the situation. You don't know how to get your job done and be here doing what you're doing, because you're so focused on the customers rather than your own job. Like today, I went to the store, and like, I know I picked up everything. I got everything that I needed to get. I got, because my son needed some medicine because he's been sick. So, I added that to my list, just as anybody. We at the store and we picking out what we need to do. What we get and stuff like that. So I go to the checkout, and and she ringing up on my items, and I'm looking at the price. I'm like, that's kind of cheap for everything that I got, because I know exactly what I got. But she obviously, she didn't bring up the medicine, because that was one of the, if you got 3 main items on your list, that's your focus. You're going to make sure you get those items first before anything else, and even then, you're still going to get it regardless. So, yeah, so I got it. And like I said, that was in my mind right then and there. Like, the price, I'm like, the price of everything that I got, and I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I'm like, yeah, something ain't right here, because why is it this price when I got everything that I need to get? So she didn't ring up that item, and that's what I'm telling them. Like, she ain't ring up my item. I don't have a car. I can't just keep walking back and forth when I know what I'm getting. I know what I come here to get. I get it once, just so I don't have to come back around. A person with a vehicle, they can do that. But I know my situation. I'm not about to come back out here and I got to walk and I'm on foot. So she just in the store like, yeah, you ain't get it. You ain't get it. Yes, I did. Just because the receipt, it's not on a receipt and you didn't scan it, don't mean I'm at fault. Because you didn't ring up the item. I know what I got. So that's why I threw it out there. I'm like, you need to take up accountability for what you didn't do. It's your mistake. Just because it's not on a receipt and it's not scanned, that just means you made a mistake. You didn't scan that item. And she tried to put it on me. Well, you didn't get it for me to scan it. No, you got to read between the lines. It's not always what it seems. You didn't do your part. I did my part. You're not about to keep blaming me for your mistakes. You didn't scan the item. Just be upfront about it. She was like, well, if I scan it, it will be back here behind the register or something. I don't know what you did within that time of me leaving and coming back. That's probably like, 25 minutes? Me leaving and me coming back, I've seen you didn't do it before. Like when I couldn't get an item, y'all quickly go back and put the item back on the shelves. So how do I know that that's not what you did? You didn't scan it, and you was like, oh, she got this and I made a mistake. I didn't scan it. So I went in and returned it back to the shelf that it was on. I know that can happen as well. So I'm just like, y'all need to own up to y'all mistakes. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake. Don't sit here and try to make the situation what it's not. So that's what I kind of got out of this. It's like, And I'm being dealt this all the time by the same person. I'm like, this is why I don't come to this store because of you specifically, because I'm here enough. I didn't have conversations, my son, this and that, and you still tend to try to pick on a situation. You try to pick on me. You're not about to keep picking on me, period. It's not about to keep happening that way. You know? So this is what y'all do. Like, y'all put me in a position to where, you make me seem like I'm crazy, but at the same time, you're just afraid to own it to your mistake. Because what? Because maybe you're going to get fired. Maybe it's going to jeopardize your job. But that don't give you the right to make me seem like I'm a liar, to make me seem like I don't know what I'm doing. If I come up there and I tell you I did something, it's on you to correct yourself, check yourself. Because like I said, I know exactly what I did. I can sit here and go through everything that I can go through my whole, shopping trip. Exactly how it was, because I know what I did. When people, they lie and they try to cover it up because they don't want the truth to come out. The truth is, you made a mistake. All you need to do is own up to your mistake. Tell it how it is, how it happened. Why is you so scared? Why is you so fearful? So yeah, that's what happened today. And like I said, this stuck out to me the most. Loving hearts abandon themselves to God's being without condition, without reserve, and without ulterior motives. Because like I said, the problem in today's age is people always have an ulterior motive, and I feel like those type of people are just not meant to be in the position that they're in. Sometimes you just gotta let people go to allow change to happen in your life, and a lot of people just get over on situations that they're not even supposed to be a part of. So yeah, have a wonderful day. And I'm going to end with the verse of the day. Dear friends, since God loved us that much, we surely ought to love each other. Period.